On behalf of TVLesson.com, I'm Dylan Schiavone, and I'm a professional guitar player here in South Florida. Let's talk a little bit about the different facets of being a musician and a guitar player. When learning the guitar, it seems pretty obvious that we need to learn our technique, we need to learn our scales, we need to learn ear training, which, if you didn't know that, ear training is one of the most valuable tools you can have as a guitar player. Music theory, all the chords, all the scales, and all this takes a really long time to learn. It's not something that you learn in a year. But beyond that, it's also very important to work on the sort of creative side of guitar playing, which has nothing to do with learning the scales, learning the theory. You can learn all that stuff and really not be a creative guitar player. So how does one work on being a creative guitar player? Writing songs is probably the first thing to come to mind. Writing melodies, learning to sing melodies over simple chord progressions, all that stuff is going to benefit your guitar playing. I can't tell you, my ability to come up with guitar solos and melodies and intros on the spot improved like tenfold after I really started to try to write songs, after I really started to sort of put my antenna out for melodies. That over and over and searching, that you learn to sort of do that in real time as you play. So instead of letting your fingers just do the walking, playing whatever scale that you've practiced thousands and thousands of times, you're sort of putting your feelers out into the air and say, oh, I hear that melody, now I can translate that onto my instrument. And it happens, sort of simultaneously. So that's kind of really what, in my mind, separates the real heavy musicians. They've mastered the scales, they've mastered all the technical stuff, but they're interesting to listen to because they're not just playing all that stuff. They're sort of listening inside as they play, and that's translating to something that you hear.